What's going on, you guys? How's everybody doing? Yep, another live stream. Hit that like button as you come on in. We got a new fight. Something to look forward to in the future. Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin. Hit that like button as you come on in. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Frank Martin and Keyshawn Davis, for a potential, the next Spence Crawford type fight. Right? We're going to see how these young men careers pan out, but so far so good, right? And I'm also going to open up the panel to get you guys' thoughts on what was said recently from Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis went on a hell of a rant the other day, to say the very least, and now the boxing community is in it, and everybody's talking about it. Everybody talking about it, and we will also talk about the Spence Crawford fight. This being the last call for it. I mean, come on, it's already September 27th. This is the last week of September. So one would imagine that this fight will be announced this week, if anything. Hit that like button to come on in. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Salute to D Lucky for the super chat. He says, just throw them boys on the undercard. Yeah, man, they can, but you think they gonna do that this early? I don't know. Top rank don't seem to, they'll put their fighters through the fire, it seems like. I don't know. Salute to everybody in the building. Wayne Hennessy, I see you in the building. Drew Reed. Cerebral, what's good? Mr. 18, what's good? Mike Jones. You said Davis is off his rocker. Hey, Davis was going in, man. He was going in. That was fun. Boxing needs shit like that every once in a while, man. That was fun. Good salute to the young man. That was good. But before we get to that real quick, a few things I want to talk about real quick. Teddy Atlas was hating big time on Shakur Stevenson. Big time for the guys who don't know. If you don't know, now you know. Teddy Atlas was hating big time on Shakur Stevenson. And go ahead and read what it says for the guys who was probably on over the road or whatever. But yeah, Teddy Atlas says, you guys awake? Hashtag Stevenson Kasinski out. Then he says, I understand these commentators are homers, but could they say once that Stevenson lacks pop and should throw combinations instead of 1-2 shots at a time? Then he says, would like to see Stevenson actually test with the elite guys now. He's talking shit. Then he says, I can't believe I stayed up past midnight to watch 11 rounds of this. Then he says, watching Stevenson fight is like going to a baseball game. You see pitching, you see hitting, and shutouts on ESPN. And then he says, how about Top Rank change the name to Snooze Rank? I think with that, I'll say good night. Damn. And then he says, not even in there with Bob Leonard. And yes, again, he has talent, but could they also tell you he's not in there with Ray Leonard, or even are we dumb? So he talking hella shit. And then Shakur says, he can't train a fighter to beat me. I don't know why he be on my nuts so much. There's too many clowns in the business. That's why y'all give him way too much respect to. So y'all give him too much respect, and he said he's a clown. Then Shakur says, Teddy Atlas is a bitch. He's been hating on me my whole career, but praise Loma like he the best fighter he ever saw. Dude is a weirdo, always been one. End quote. That's what Shakur Stevenson had to say in response to the Hall of Fame trainer Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas, we see what he be on. He's been hating on Shakur's whole career, and Shakur addressed it. But yeah, back to this, man. Keyshawn was talking that shit, man. He was talking that shit. And some fans saying he's emotional. Some fans are saying he was way out of pocket. I'm saying this is good for fucking boxing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I say. That's what Bushido says. Bushido said this was good for boxing.
Now y'all keep hyping up these other prospects, talking about I'm gonna be a good fight, all the way from PBC, Earl Spence. Keep hyping your boy up. Your boy gonna get stepped on. Keep hyping your boy up. Because I got a boy for you, Earl. And you know what he do? He stop everybody. I got a boy for you, Earl. And like I said, I'm not mad. I'm talking my shit because this is real shit I'm talking.
Hey, he said he gonna step on Frank Martin, y'all. He said he gonna step on Frank, y'all. The ghost. He said he gonna step on the ghost, Frank Martin. He's stepping on him. Keyshawn Davis talking shit. 6-0, 5 knockouts. I mean, he's talking big shit. He's talking big shit. So now the pressure is going to be on Keyshawn every fight until he gets in the ring with one of these dudes. The pressure is going to be on him to look good each night out. He's talking good shit. Hold up. Hit that like button for your boy. I'm going to open up the panel in just a second. A lot of people's losing hope on this Spence Crawford fight too, y'all. A lot of people losing hope on that fight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people seem to be losing hope. You know, you got Keyshawn coming out calling dude scary, bro. You know what I'm saying? He calls Spence scary. You know what I'm saying? So what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? He calling Keyshawn calling Spence scary and shit, bro. What does that mean?
Keep hyping your boy gonna get hurt. Yeah. Yeah, man, this not no game. Boy, y'all crazy. I'm gonna just let this man live. Now y'all keep hyping up these other prospects, talk about I'm gonna be a good fight, all the way from PBC. Earl Spence, keep hyping your boy up. Your boy gonna get stepped on. Keep hyping your boy up. Because I got a boy for you, Earl. And you know what he do, he stop everybody. I got a boy for you, Earl. And like I said, I'm not mad, I'm talking my shit, because this is real shit I'm talking.
Yeah, hey, he started some shit. That's what Keyshawn did. He out here starting shit. Hey, he put the pressure on him. You said that fight never happened. Hey. He says that fight's never happening. Hey, man. You just being real, man. I know. It's possible that it can never happen, bro. This is boxing. We know how this goes. You know? Let's just say we don't know what's gonna happen. You know, Frank Martin look like, let me go ahead and pull up Frank. Frank Martin look like he's gonna be fighting Chris Colbert. I think he should be able to bully Chris Colbert and beat him up and stop him, right? I think Frank Martin should be able to handle Chris Colbert pretty easy. You know, dude's a gym rat, man. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure if that fight is gonna happen for real. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't know how things go play out. We don't know how many fights on these dudes' contracts. None of that type of shit yet. You know what I'm saying? They still pretty much prospects. So, yeah, that's Frank right there. I think he's from in Detroit, but he live in Indianapolis or something like that. So salute to Frank. He ain't had much to say. You know, he just said we working, man. He ain't doing all that talking, famo. So, yeah, he ain't going to be doing too much talking. He going to be working. You know, he probably got a fight coming up with Chris Colbert. We should be checking out for that. And it's going to be interesting to see how this fight plays up to these dudes. He says Keyshawn will be a champion before Martin. Yeah, Top Rank might put him in position. Keyshawn in position. But then again, you got to look at who got the belts over there with Top Rank. Devin Haney got all the belts. So unless he's relinquished the belts and they start scattering and shit, he can get his hands on one, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, this shit getting crazy, Art of Boxing. Salute to Art of Boxing in the lab. Y'all go subscribe to my boy, The Lost Art of Boxing. Shit is getting crazy, bro. And hold up, I got the other clip. With the Spence Crawford fight still haven't been announced, man. It's like, come on, bro. What's good?
I don't know if you're going down to 130 now, because I'm on niggas' ass now. Talking about Earl Spence tweeting his boy. How about you tweet Terrence Crawford, because he on your ass, nigga. Tweet Terrence Crawford. That's why I had to tweet Terrence Crawford. Talk about Cub really like that. Nigga, Terrence Crawford really like that. Scary.
Damn. Why Keyshawn come at Spence like that, man? You know what I'm saying? Why he come at the big fish like that, man? Big Fish Promotions. Why he come at big fish like that, man? Why the young guns coming at the Spence like that, man? That's exactly what we need, D Luckett. You know what I'm saying? You say you think we should build a card around Team Spence versus Team Crawford, man. I think Keyshawn might be on the wrong side of the street. I think he might be on the wrong side of the street. You know, you heard what Errol said. Errol said that He's not on his radar yet. You know what I'm saying? He's not. I don't hate. He is what I thought. I say something different. Keep working. Not on our radar yet. So Keyshawn not on his radar yet. You know what I'm saying? They got work they trying to do. You know how they do. You know, they got to clean up their side of the street first and all that. But the lightweight division is really, really competitive. And then the division above that is also really competitive. So we really don't know what's gonna happen. Who's gonna be the last man standing if they can get through the gauntlet of talent, the gauntlet of lightweight fighters, and who's gonna be fighting a better competition leading up into a potential matchup between Davis and Martin. But this thing is already cooking. The Bomac versus Derek James once again. We go see if we can even get the original fight between Crawford and Spence. I mean, the public saying, the world saying that this thing is supposed to be announced soon, but the streets is saying that Errol Spence Jr. is holding up this fight. They saying that Al Heyman and everybody else is holding up this fight. But what I'm hearing also is that the networks are still battling for this fight. That's also what I'm hearing, that the networks are still battling for this thing. So I'm not sure if that's the reason why Spence didn't sign, if he didn't sign, or whatever the case may be. But that's just what I'm hearing, that the networks are still battling for this fight. But what I do know for sure, that it's almost fucking October already. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said this is the last call for the fight. Like, we went through August saying like, hey, shit, it's gonna be September before we know it. Boom, it's already about to be October. So yeah, now we looking at the young guns. A lot of people starting to move on. I'm glad Keyshawn came out and started talking this shit. Frank Martin, Rolando Romero, he went really, really hard on Rolando Romero, and I didn't see Rolly come out saying nothing in response to this either. What's going on, Sean T? I see you in the building, OG. You said Team Spence on scared straight right now. Yeah, man. Spence, business Spence, he's talking, he's not on his radar, They casually say that stuff over there, and you just gotta take it for what it is at this point. They ain't gonna really say what you wanted to say. They ain't gonna say what you wanted to say at all. They gonna say some, oh well, it is, it ain't gonna be nothing fun and shit. You know what I'm saying? Make that shit fun, bro. But that's Frank working. You know what I'm saying? Frank is a gym rat. I'm not worried about Frank being out of shape or anything of the sort. You know what I'm saying? Dude ready. You know what I'm saying? I like Frank Martin. I like Keyshawn Davis. So I really have no horse in the race. But I think it's a really good parallel storyline from the Spence Crawford thing. You still got the same trainers competing against each other as well. So we go see whose fighter is going to be developing over the years, who's going to be implementing game plans and all that other shit all over again from some younger guys. Because Spencer Crawford ain't gonna be around too much longer with no Spencer Crawford. They're gonna be, guys on the outside looking in pretty soon. And there's gonna be guys like Keyshawn and Frank Martin, who guys we're gonna be talking about. What's going on, Sean T? I'm about to open up the panel though. Open it up early. Anybody want to stop in? Give their thoughts, man. Are we gonna get this fight or what? Are we gonna get this thing or what, man? I'm with you guys on this one. I don't even know at this point. I'm staying optimistic though. I want it. If Spence didn't sign, why didn't he sign? Like, what's going on? If you go address the tweet, then why not just give fans at least drop some type of hint? Like, man, just say like Terrence go get his or something. Just say something. That's it. Because he's like Pootie Tang. He say that, everybody go take it and interpret it in many different ways, and it's going to benefit him. So he should say something. I'm agreeing with the dude that was telling him, say something, bruh. I'm agreeing with him. Say something. What's going on, Q to God? The lost art of boxing in the building. Well, salute, bro. Oh, he got it on mute. You said, he bringing up the Kinahan.
Oh, shit, my bad. Salute, fam. How you doing?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, good, bro. Can't complain. Over here watching this soap opera unfold, man. You know what boxing is. Big ass soap opera, man.
Yep. There's a big ass soap opera, man. So what do you think about Keyshawn's rant, man? He calling Spence scary, all types of shit.
Man, Man, I like that shit, man. I've been saying Keyshawn been amped up for a little minute. Like Keyshawn been talking like I've been seeing Keyshawn talking like this since after like that Tank fight. Man, I just seen him talking this shit about how much better he is over all these guys at 135. You know, talking about don't even mention me with them contenders and I mean those other guys like the new guys and shit. He just wants the champions. So like with Keyshawn, like I kind of seen. Well, I ain't gonna say I seen it coming because he was looking real hype when Shakur had called out Devin and shit after the fight. Like I seen he was real lit on about that. Like so then him doing this, like man, Keyshawn, bro, dude, just man, he just trying to make his name. He ready to fight, bro. And I'm ready to see him do it. Like at the end of the day, like I ain't gonna hold him back. If he think he can do it, man, go and do it. Go and prove that shit to me. Prove it to the world. Especially everybody saying like he ain't fighting nobody and shit like that. Which, to be honest, it's way too early to be saying that about a fighter who only got 5 fights.
Right,
like,
and then the dude he fought had like 33 fights or some shit like that. 30-some fights or some shit.
That's crazy experience. Like people don't even be knowing that. That's why some like to me, even though I do understand a lot of people in the YouTube box community, they watch a lot of boxing and this and that. But bro, if you got 5 fights, I say this, if any fighter that got 5 fights or less fighting a guy with more than 25 fights and they ain't lost more than fucking 5, bro, that's a step up. That's competition. That's experience. Like you ain't gonna put no young dude up in there with nobody with experience like that and think they just gonna walk it out unscathed unless they really that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So a lot of these people be getting shit mixed up. They think a lot about these fighters and shit. They think they should be fighting top 10 contenders in their first 5 fights, bro.
Now, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Frank Martin and the potential matchup between Keyshawn Davis?
Man, I've been saying Keyshawn to beat Frank Martin. Frank Martin, I don't really know. Yet again, I haven't seen a lot of them, but from the couple fights that I have seen, he'd be looking for that knockout. And with Keyshawn, man, you can't go up in there thinking you just about to knock that boy head off, man. He gonna you gonna run into some shit. Like, and then Frank Martin he haven't been boxing like his whole life. He started pretty late too.
Yeah, he did.
You know, as a grown man, Keyshawn been fighting his whole life. So when I'm kind of looking at it like that, I got Keyshawn, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I got Keyshawn. He did have a good fight. Like I seen Frank Martin in his last fight. They fought in San Antonio on that Maxwell card, so I got to see him live. Seen him fight that dude. What was his name? Martinez, the cat that Rolly fought.
Right. Yeah. Jackson Marinez. Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson Marinez. Like, so I seen him fight him, man. He good, man. He got some strength, speed, all of that. You know, he still just he just needs to be a little bit more refined. But who better than refine your talents than Derrick James? Like, dude is a great coach. So
right.
Like Frank is in good hands. So like if they meet, we talking about man fighting for a eliminator, shit, fucking one of them defending their title against each other like 2-3 years down the line, bro. That's gonna be a hell of a fight. Like even a year, sometime next year. Like, but I doubt it. But man, yeah. But I'm gonna have Keyshawn.
How old is Frank Martin? How old is he? I forgot how old that dude is.
I thought I want to say like 27, 28.
So he's a little bit older. Yeah, he is a little bit older. I think Keyshawn, what, 23 or something?
Yeah, Keyshawn like 23, 24.
So
yeah.
I say this fight probably, if it is gonna happen, if it could happen, it'll probably happen within the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Depending on how these dudes' careers play out, depending on how they grow. Keyshawn looks like he's pretty big.
Yeah.
He might just really out. Depending on how they grow. Keyshawn looks like he's pretty big. Salute, man. What's going on, D Lucky?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
What are your thoughts on the current turn of events, man? Are we going to get this Spence Crawford fight? Are we going to get this fight?
Hopefully that can help build us some hype and push Spence to say something. You know, I like that. You know, I think that's what we need in boxing. We need more guys like that to speak out and I guess give somebody else a little bit of attention towards them to make them say something. You know.
Right.
So yeah, I'm going off of y'all right now, man. It's a lot on my mind, but it'll come out.
Now, who wins favorite matchup between Frank and Keyshawn?
Say that again.
Who you favor in the potential matchup between Frank and Keyshawn?
That's a good fight, man. I'm not gonna just say like I think that's a competitive fight. Like all y'all just said, the guy just fought had like 30 fights, right?
Yeah.
And he made it look a little too easy, in my opinion. So I haven't really seen. I mean, who did Frank Martin fight last? Who was his last fight?
Actually, that was actually a pretty solid opponent.
Yeah, that was a pretty good fight.
Yeah, Richard Comey stopped his ass though.
Yeah, Comey did stop dude. Comey did
crumbled his ass.
I really haven't seen the killer instinct.
It looked.
And
Frank Martin. My bad.
No, you good. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say shit. Even just thinking about it, bro. Shit, Comey performance looked better than Frank Martin's. To be honest, like I ain't gonna lie, Richard Comey.
It's possibly the style. It could be the style of Frank Martin.
Yeah, they do got more of that break you down type of style. But I would think, I ain't gonna lie, just looking at Frank Martin, like the muscles and shit, it looked like he just got more just brute strength, just the way he built. And then he's strong already and stuff like that. Yeah.
You got a solid foundation.
You see, he looked strong. He looked real strong. You know what I'm saying? Frank Martin.
I know a lot of strong guys that look strong and they ain't.
Yeah. Well, shit, he up in there bullying fighters with 33-something fights. I mean, he's bullying that guy.
Yeah.
But as far as the matchup, man, I don't know. It's hard to say. Frank Martin is a southpaw, so you know. But he had a late start too.
I guess I haven't seen enough of either one of them yet, man. To be honest.
Yeah, it's really just haven't seen enough.
That's probably why people are saying it's a little too soon for them to fight, because we haven't seen enough to even gauge how the fight will go. But
we is talking to silver medalists that in the amateurs that went up against a lot of, you know, that fought some good guys. You know, I'm edging Keyshawn on that. Like even just looking at him, like Frank is good, you know, not taking nothing away from him, but he get more. People appreciate him probably a little bit more because we know him through Earl. But
yeah,
if we just know him, somebody at like straight out PBC, look at Frank Martin, this and that, like, nah.
Yeah, that'd be a different perception.
Yeah.
And I can say though, I've seen that last fight. Keyshawn showed me some killer instinct that I ain't seen in Frank Martin yet. He went for that kill at the last round when he got brought up out of there. So I can say that when it comes to, I think if it came down to it and it was competitive, I would like to see that dog come out of one of them. I think Keyshawn would show more of that based on what I've seen so far. And then the way he talked, the energy, man, all that plays a role in how you fight too. You know. Who knows?
Hey, yo, Be Easy says only one side saying just too soon.
How be though? How be?
Yeah, you know how it is, man. Come on, we know how that be, bro. That's just what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like even when I'm looking at the big fish, man, aka the clownfish, man, like how they be moving, bro. Like if he plan on moving, goddamn Frank Martin, like him, like how we just like that, and that just tell me right there, like, you know, everybody know Frank Martin got this little cloud up off, you know, just being connected to Spence and shit like that. And with even having that little bit of fame, that piece of fame that you getting from being aligned with Spence, bro, man, motherfucker already trying to high size you like you this and that, bro. You didn't do nothing, bro. You just went 10 rounds with Rolly leftovers and shit, like, and Richard Comey leftovers, bro. Like, be honest, like Richard Comey ain't take 10 rounds to get that boy out of there. I mean, respect.
I'm detecting some hate because Richard Comey is a former world champion. Rolly,
Not-
Rolly struggled with Jackson Marinez, right? So you're talking
He
about
lost,
Frank.
in my opinion, but
Yeah, everybody felt like he lost. Now Rolly was a title challenger, so I saw you compare like Richard Comey and Frank Martin's performances. Frank Martin is a prospect, and Keyshawn is a prospect. I feel like we judging these dudes with like different metrics. Like Keyshawn got 6 fights. Like he's a silver medalist, but he was a silver medalist after he turned pro. You gotta let him develop. Why are we rushing this? This fight has no chance of happening. Currently, no chance, 0 chance.
yeah, I can agree to that.
Bud isn't with Top Rank, so you can't put it on the undercard. So like we're just like grasping at a fantasy matchup at this point. But it's too early to say because while Keyshawn did fight a dude with 30 fights, he isn't on the level of Jackson Marinez or the last 2 guys that we saw Frank Martin in there with. So it's really tough to gauge. You just got to see how it plays out. Skill set, I feel like Keyshawn got a better skill set, but we've also seen dudes with better skill sets get their ass whipped. So we got to see.
But I think Keyshawn got some heart behind it, though. I think that's what's going to be the difference. Like I said, based on the energy from that last interview, the little conversation he just had online, I like the energy, man. I think that's gonna play a part in how plays a part in how he fights as well. With that aggression and that type of passion, you know what I'm saying? So I think the skill itself is good, but I feel like he has a lot more to offer other than just the skill.
His attitude is a gift and a curse because he takes chances, and that could either be a victory or could get him clipped.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like with him, he's a guy that you got to see because with that attitude, it's kind of similar to Bud. Like Bud could play it safe, but he doesn't play it safe. But right. I gotta grind Shido up real fast, right?
Oh shit! Here we go.
You know it's coming because this is a conversation that we had off camera, right? Shido said he wanted to see the big fish say something, right? He wanted to see the big fish respond to the reports.
Yep.
We were right in front of Terrence Crawford. Interviewed him. Did he say a word about the negotiations?
Nah. But I already addressed.
Wait. He didn't say anything. So why do you want the fish to say something when Bud isn't saying anything? All these reports that we're hearing. Oh yeah, well Bud told me to tell y'all. Well, Bud was right in front of us. He didn't say any of that. So if both of them are being tight-lipped about the situation, we can't get on either one. True.
Hey, but why did he tell Blue Blood this? Maybe we need to get Blue Blood.
Why didn't he tell us this? Right, we were right in front of him. So the same night, it could have came right out of his mouth, just the same way Letitia Crawford was wanted Spence to talk about it. Bud could have told him.
She was waiting for him to say something too. She was waiting for Spence to say something.
What I'm saying is, if you want to hear something from Spence, shouldn't you want to hear from Bud too? I mean,
maybe because Bud didn't recognize y'all enough or something, bro. You know how that be.
It was 7 of us, bro. Like,
I don't know, bro. But he, for whatever the case, he
didn't recognize fight hype. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, that. A bunch of people at fight hype.
Huh? Yeah, but I know that the dude that conducted the interview, basically it was an interview with him and Bud.
Yeah, I saw it. He said, "Don't ask."
We all came over it. It was an interview with him and Bud. But yeah, why didn't Kumite say anything? She don't go ahead. I want to hear your perspective.
Oh man, I don't know, man. Look, I'll say this. Maybe because Bud feels that Blue Blood can get it out to the streets. I don't know, right? Fight hype is a little bit more mainstream. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure why he would just specifically tell Blue Blood to tell everybody this. You know what I'm saying? Since you be hating on me, tell everybody I said this. And Bernie coming out saying this. Keyshawn saying this dude is scary. You know what I'm saying? So like, what's really good? Like, it seemed like the streets is kind of saying something else.
I mean, and then too, this is like his side is speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like who's on what? Who's like who on Spence side is speaking?
Why isn't Bud speaking?
That's not. I get that point, but what I'm saying is that at least we know is he going against what they telling what they giving us? Is he
No,
out
but
there telling what's been put out there is not true?
yeah, but my point to you is this, right? A couple weeks ago, it was the narrative was that Bud was holding up negotiations. True?
Right.
Okay, now the narrative is that they sent the contract, Bud signed it, and Spence hasn't sent one back. And people are saying that Bud is telling me to say this. Bud is telling me to say that. But when you see Bud isn't saying any of those things. Spence isn't saying anything.
I think it takes a particular person for him to say that to you.
Bro, it sounded to me that if I had to guess, this is just publicity.
Man,
Shit,
I don't know.
like,
Bro. It sounds to me like Crawford's getting anxious, and this fight is.
If he was okay, well, if he was that anxious, then why didn't he say anything?
He said something to Blue Blood.
Hey, but we already know Crawford's always been a quiet one too, though, man. He's been more outspoken recently, but we can't expect him to say something every time.
Yo, it sound like y'all feel exactly what I'm saying, but since that's your man, y'all not.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. I'm just going based off of the history of Crawford. He literally been a quiet dude for the most part.
So he was quiet when he was calling Spence out before.
He's not consistently quiet, but he's more quiet than most.
No, I'm saying, was he quiet?
Oh my
Has he
God.
ever said? Has he ever said anything?
Hold up. The big question is, why ain't Spence saying anything at all?
Why isn't both of them saying anything?
Bud is saying something. Apparently.
What did he say? What did you hear him say?
He want us to hear. He want us to hear Bud's voice.
Yeah, he was.
Our ears. That's what he said.
I said, yo, I was just saying, I had the dude 5 feet in front of me. He didn't say anything about the negotiations. I really didn't expect him to. But I see Shido wanting Spence to respond to reports that other people said that Bud told them.
Hey, that's what everybody say somebody told
I'm
them.
just saying.
All these reports is something that somebody said from some source.
Yeah, that's why all that shit
but you can't get mad at that man for not responding.
No,
when Bud didn't say anything.
No. I'm not getting mad for him responding. I'm wondering what's going on with Spence.
Do you want to hear something? You know,
from
both sides.
But why didn't you want to hear something from Bud?
From both sides, but what we're going off of is, bro, is the fact that we have heard something that Bud possibly said. At least we got that, and that's enough in itself to promote the fight.
Not really.
Well, for me at least, from what I'm hearing, and also if we can hear something from Spence, or like I said, Spence's side, somebody speak for him at least, because maybe they could be told to hush in the background. You know what I'm saying? Not to say too much because maybe the fight is being situated, negotiated, and things of that sort. But we're hearing about that for how long now? So that's getting annoying. So yeah, but I mean, it is what it is, bro. I'm just trying to see exactly why both are quiet. Maybe there's a reason behind that. All that could be going on as well as a why they're quiet.
Man, I don't want to hear neither one of them talking unless they saying they about to fight. All that other shit. All that other shit. Like I don't be on that narrative shit, making videos about, oh, he said this. Like, I'm gonna make the video when they say that shit made. Like, I don't really care.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
Like, I ain't really tripping if Earl say nothing, but I know one thing I do be hearing. Like, bro, anytime Earl say something, or like back when he had said he wanted the last strike from Terrence, motherfuckers going crazy. Oh, where Bud at? He ain't saying nothing. He fucking up the fight. He didn't show up. He didn't show up to the fight to help promote the fight. This, and that. We ain't heard Bud. Then Bud say something. Now with, man, all this extra shit. Like, oh man, come on, bro. Like, don't none of that matter. I just want to see the fight, and and I ain't really bashing nobody for none that they doing, and nor am I hating on Frank Martin because you came on talking about all you hear a little hate. Man, ain't nobody hating on Frank Martin. The only thing I just did was pick who I thought was gonna win. Just because I think Frank Martin would lose. I'm edging Keyshawn. No, I ain't hating on him or none of that. I just got a winner. I'm picking a winner.
Okay.
Hold on. Drew Reed, he says, why is Team Spence so quiet? Don't play.
Yo, I said, you know what's funny is that people pick and choose like based off of who they like. People are still going with the narratives that these fighters are free, right? It's more important that their favorite fighter has somebody afraid of them rather than them see the fight. That's the energy I'm getting. Right?
Yeah, that's true, but
So
that's not the case here.
just wait. So, any information I've heard is from the PBC Showtime side that they were actively trying to negotiate and whatnot. Finally got a chance to interact with Team Crawford for the first time in about a year. This thing looks like it's a go. I feel like people are grasping at straws for a reason for this not to happen.
Yeah.
Because when I talk to somebody who's supposed to be in active negotiations, I don't get none of this energy. I'm getting energy from third and fourth, fifth parties.
Exactly.
So I can only react off of what I'm being told. And a lot of times people be like, oh, well, who's your sources? Well, shit, just 90% of the time we have more conversations off camera. But if you look up the last week or so, you can kind of gauge who I've talked to and figure out, who told me that this thing is a go. So I hope people want to see the fight. I hope they do, because it seemed to me, not saying y'all, but it seemed to me more Spence and Crawford fans are focused on that their dude is ducking or the other guy's ducking rather than what it's going to look like when these dudes get in the ring.
I think we're saying the ducking thing because of the fact that the fight ain't been announced yet, and somebody ain't doing something on one side.
Man, I can't do that ducking shit because if somebody ducking, that means the fight not gonna happen. I'm not people saying the fight not gonna happen.
Hey,
I'm hoping the fight happens.
Hold up, thank you for the super chat. He says deflecting.
What am I deflecting? Yo, the funny thing is, whenever I say anything that's not on one side or the other, people think I'm a fan of either guy. I'm not a fan of neither one of them. I can't say I'm a dude. I just look at the situation objectively.
I think you're down the middle. I don't think so.
What'd you say?
So I don't think you. I think you're down the middle. I don't think you're.
I think it's an even fight. If I would have to favor somebody, I like skills. So if I had to favor somebody, I would favor Crawford because he could do more. But again, simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication. I just feel like Bud did everything he was supposed to do to make this fight. Spence did everything that they were supposed to do to make this fight. Just wait for it now.
Mm-hmm. I give it to Wednesday.
You give it to Wednesday.
Yeah, man, I can't give them that long because last week, bro, I promise, I was seeing so many videos about a couple days, announcement in a couple days, and then the next thing you hear is, oh, Terrence Crawford signed his spot. We waiting on Earl. Like, bro, the only thing I do is just listen to it. I can damn near remember everything from goddamn what, the 4th of July? The 4th of July announcement, huh? Some shit like that. Like, come on, bro.
Yo, if you hearing that a contract got sent and that Bud signed it, that's really, really good news.
Hey, hold on. This is what I'm hearing. Wait. Hold on. I got something here. He says, they're saying Al telling Errol not to sign the contract till the fight gets a network. Fox not putting up money. Showtime wants better fights. Melvin versus Pandora, Floyd versus Shaq and Jake Paul, Menendez versus a PBC contract up with Showtime in January. Al still refusing to put not one regular Showtime.
See, and that's not what I heard the opposite. I heard that I heard that Fox and Showtime are both actively bidding for this fight.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Now, when I'm hearing about a contract being signed, there's no network currently for this fight. There will be no contract. Now, Terrence Crawford could have signed what they call an offer sheet or a term sheet.
Exactly.
But that's not necessarily a contract. If there's no network currently, and that's it, if they're actively bidding for this fight, then that means that those dudes are gonna make a lot of fucking money. Just saying.
But shit, I don't see this happening in November, bro. I just don't see it.
I mean, you think they take Tank date in December?
Yeah, because Tank got court date in December.
Yeah, Tank. Between me and y'all, Tank and Ryan, that's a go, bro. One of the first signs I look for is after people tell me that the fight is going to happen is word of sparring. If dudes is looking for, like, Terrence Crawford's only looking for southpaws, I know what that means. Ryan Garcia is only looking for southpaws, I know what that means.
YSM, Drew Reed says, I never called you a fan. I just asked you to answer a question.
Oh, why is Spence team being quiet? I mean, Spence team really don't normally say nothing. Neither does Bud's team. I didn't hear, like, Bomac didn't tell me that for dude to sign the contract.
Exactly.
Yeah, Spence ain't got time for talking.
I didn't hear nothing from Red Spikes. I didn't hear nothing from the Mexican dude. They didn't tell me anything negative about the fight. What I heard was positive.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, brother.
Man, the only thing that I find kind of, ironic is that a lot of people don't want to listen to Blue Bloods or anybody else with their LDBC until they say something in their favor. You know what I mean? Now that Blue Blood came out and said something about Terrence Crawford said this, that, and the other, now his word is law. You feel me? And no, I would rather, if anybody gonna say something, I want to hear from Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford. That's it. That's all. I don't want to hear from Blue Bloods, from Bushido, or nobody else. What somebody else supposed to see.
Right. So you believe the fight gonna happen?
Yeah, I know it's gonna happen.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
In fact, I already got my hotel rooms.
Hey, but Spence,
that's what's up, man. Hopefully you ain't waste your money, bro. I hope you're not, man. I hope not.
No, I'll go down there and shop before I waste my bread.
Right.
So
straight up.
I don't know, man. I think this thing will happen in December now.
I don't, man.
Bro, I don't
believe, man. What happened to you, man?
No, come on, man.
You a jaded boxing fan now, man? You a jaded boxing fan? Is that what you are?
Look, man, it's about to be October, bro. Come on. What fight have we seen that's got promoted in a month, bro?
This fight really don't need much promotion.
We say that.
Nigga, they should pay you for promotion. You done a great job.
They should.
Yeah. They really should. And they should fly my boy out. I'm putting it out in the air, man. But,
oh yeah.
No, but in the regards to Terrence Crawford, he looked like he cut weight. He looked like he in shape though.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, let me tell y'all something that I just noticed. We got a chance for Bushido to finally be able to talk. With Lennar not being on here, do that. He does not know how to shut up, bro. Give anybody anything to say. I like this. This is what I like to hear. Bushido can get out and say something every now and then.
Yeah, I don't know why my my sound it floods me in the back for whatever reason. So it sounds like I'm far away and I gotta damn near scream just to get y'all attention. It's just crazy, but
yeah, that put some bass in your voice, man.
Man, I don't know what the fuck that is, man. But I don't know, man. I'm on the fence with it at this point. Is it gonna happen? Shit, I don't know. I'm hoping it happens. It should happen. It needs to happen.
This fight has to happen, bro. It has to this year, man.
But for November 19th, I'm not seeing it, bro. Like at this point, like November, that's like that'll be here before we know it. And this is a huge fight. And you go try to promote it in a month? Ah, man, come on, y'all gotta give these guys at least 2 months. At least 2 months.
They just doing the fans wrong, really, though. If the fight is made, I think it's fucked up still. Like, I feel like we should know because we the ones that got to spend our money. We the ones that got to plan our vacations, and that's my problem right there. Like, yeah, I get the part that it don't need all the promotion, but at the same time, like, people need to prepare themselves for this fight.
But let's be honest, though. They say Bud, what Bud said, Mike Capinger also said that Bud agreed to all the stuff, bro. So, I mean, this shit,
These niggas call themselves promoters, bro. Trying to put on a fight in 30 days, and
bro.
got the nerve to say the fighters don't sell, how the fuck, man, bro? That's what I be talking about, bro. Like, how do that even sit well with people when we talking about this fight, what it need, how big it is, all this, and you literally got them half-ass promoting the fight, especially if it's this year, especially if it's in November. They literally half-assing, and nobody.
Maybe they budgeting, man, because it costs them money to promote.
They trying to have a shotgun wedding, like motherfuckers go to Vegas and have them shotgun weddings and show up at a chapel and shit. Like, bro, what type of promotion is that? They putting on the fight going down to 30 days, and you promote that shit 30 days. Like, get that shit.
Bro, I don't see it, bro. I at this point, I don't see it happening November 19th. I just don't feel like how. Like how? You guys, if this fight don't get announced before we get Wilder and Lanius, bro, forget about it. Forget about it. You figure that's in a couple of weeks. A few weeks, what? A couple of weeks or something. Wilder and Lanius, Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. If that fight don't get announced before those dates, man, forget about it, dude. Forget about it. There's no way you see this. It's disrespectful to boxing fans for them to even try to promote it in such a short period of time.
Yeah. It really is. I get that they don't need promotion, but at the same time, we need to know what's going on. And that's the bullshit that I don't like. And you can't really get mad at the person for doubting the fight to not happen, man, to think that the fight not happening, because shit, our money and time is important. We got to plan vacation days. You know what I'm saying? I'm saving up vacation days in my job and shit, trying to make sure I got the time because I possibly want to go to the fight.
Man, they don't give a fuck about none of no common people trying to buy that fight. They only want the big money motherfuckers. That's why they probably get a small avenue.
That's sad though. It's still sad. Like, we still the consumers, you know. Man, I don't know, man. But like I said, I'm optimistic, but it's dwindling.
We still in September. You know what I'm saying? How many days left? Like what? 3 or 4? Yeah, 3.
I'm optimistic.
How many weeks?
Maybe Bud will announce it on his birthday tomorrow.
Who birthday?
Bud, birthday tomorrow. Maybe he'll say something on his IG. So.
Oh, shit. Birthday already?
Yeah, they might announce it tomorrow. Let them know they aging his ass up. 1 year older, let's fight.
Yeah, Bud gonna be 35, man.
Oh, I actually just turned 32 on the 25th.
This nigga about to be closer to 40 than he is to 30. About to fight the biggest fight of his life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. He said, there's no way it's November 19th. They passed due. Yeah, man. They can't. There's no way, bro. I just don't see it.
Man, it's hard to see it, but bro, man. Boxing.
Do y'all care if it's November 19th for December?
I don't care, bro.
That's not the thing, though, man.
I don't care.
I kind of care because I want to be there. You know?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, dudes keep saying 1 month, right? It's not 1 month left. It's a little bit under 2 months right now.
Yeah, what is like 55 days, 52 days, some shit like that?
Yeah, it's probably what?
Hold on.
It's like 52. It's like 52 days. So
that's still a long time, man. They ain't announced it yet.
Are you going to the fight?
How much more time do they got?
Shido, did you make up your mind if you going?
Yeah. I'll go. I don't know, bro. I'll go, man. But November 19th, bro.
I don't want it on November 19th. I feel like it's too close to Thanksgiving.
Right, it is.
Them plane tickets be out of pocket.
Right. All of that, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, is it gonna be in December? I'm thinking it's gonna be in December now. Me personally.
I watch the fight either way, but
I need that New Year's fight, bro. Fuck it.
What, January?
Yeah.
December 31st?
Yeah, like how they did Ortiz.
No, niggas in the hotel rooms is gonna be crazy.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to go in with an Airbnb with some homies, and a flight from San Antonio to Vegas. That ain't shit. I'm already watching a round trip that weekend for 160. No delays, no nothing, just straight flight. So
I'm trying to get the boy Shido to come out and we all just do an Airbnb.
Yeah. I'm trying to do Airbnb. I got some.
What's going on, Southpaw Killer? Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. So you say it's too early to just use your eyes. against Keyshawn and Frank Martin. Why I said too early just to go off the eye test.
They're not even facing the same level of competition. Is Keyshawn more skilled? Yeah, but Frank Martin, you know how them Derrick James fighters is. They playing hoagies, man. It looked plain till you get in there, and it's difficult to deal with. Right. I would say wait, like Keyshawn, we only seen 6 fights.
Right.
How many fights does Frank Martin has right now?
Like 16.
16?
10 more fights.
How many? Was it Olympian? He wasn't an Olympian, was he?
Oh, you said Rolly responds to Keyshawn? Hold on, let me see.
No, he got a decent, like he fought some nationals and shit.
I mean, if he can fight a guy that's got 30 fights in pro, I mean, he can fight a guy with 16 fights. So
he was good. Shit, he fought Virgil in the amateurs too. Dropped him too.
Yeah, but just because you fight a guy that's 25-5, who did that 25-5 guy fight? You know what I mean? So
who
maybe that's something we gotta look into.
Yeah, it's like it was good. It says a lot about their belief in him. If you fighting a dude that shit, if you got 5 fights, you fighting a guy with 15 fights, that says a lot about you.
Yeah, that dude he was fighting shit had he was on a 7 knockout streak. Shit, that's more knockouts than Keyshawn got fights. Shit, that's in his last 7.
But Keyshawn has a high caliber. So it's like Frank Martin versus Keyshawn. That's something that it won't even be realistic to either they are the kings of the division or that somebody jumped ship. And Keyshawn just got there. So
they from around the same place, ain't they? Like, ain't Frank Martin from like Kentucky or Illinois or something like that?
No, he's from where Cheeto from.
Yeah, he's from Indiana.
Okay.
So I don't know, man. Let me see what Rolly said real quick. I heard Rolly respond because Keyshawn kind of tore his ass up.
What do you call that nigga? Squeaky voice?
Yeah, Squeak Man.
Yeah, Squeak Man.
Squeak Man.
Yeah,
Keyshawn is hilarious, shit.
Yeah, he funny, man. Like, yeah, he funny. He do got a good personality.
He gonna sell good when he get up there, man. He gonna promote himself really well. Keep that personality going and win the fights with it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because all we doing right now is just getting used to having that camera in front of him, and if you
for sure.
be yourself in front of the camera right now, just imagine what you're gonna be 3, 4, 5 years when you're comfortable and it's like it's not even there.
Yeah, he spoke about
AB without the drama
and all that too.
He said AB without the drama.
Yeah, he's AB without the drama.
Yeah, who you say Keyshawn is?
Yeah, and naturally entertaining. Like that's him. That's not the camera or nothing like that. That's just him.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, I see you got the interview with him right here.
Yeah.
Y'all go subscribe to YSM Sports Media.
Yeah, YSM should be jumping, man. I be showing my that my job is his videos and shit. So.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
And I'm in a barbershop, a real barbershop. You know that.
Oh yeah, where you from, bro?
Logic.
Me, I live in San Antonio.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah,
that's actually where I met Brandon at and shit in the barbershop. He walked in and he was talking to the owner and he was like, man, I'm going to cover the Charlo and Castano fight. And I'm like, man, I don't know too many people just come in and talk about boxing. So, man,
that's always good.
Yeah, I already knew who he was and shit. Yeah, so I met Brandon 210 boxing in the barbershop. So,
Okay. Yeah. Hey, yo, Brandon done hit a lot of events in the year, man. He's doing his fucking thing.
I just talked to him and he was telling me how we got the interview with Bill Haney.
Yeah, he just got to join the Bill. The one that got me, he got Roy. I was like, damn.
Oh, the Roy?
He got Superman, bro.
Yeah, he in there, bro. Shit, he be in there.
He out there doing his thing.
Yeah, he just called me a couple days ago. So, yeah.
But shit, man, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Letitia Crawford was looking at Spence like, hey, say something. I said she was waiting for him and shit to say something.
So do y'all think this good or bad for boxing?
Real bad. It's kind.
What?
It could be good if the fight does happen because they put up a hell of a ride. But
You
it'll be
think they passing up $25 to $30 million, Tito?
I don't think the fighters would, especially Bud. But I don't know, dog. You know what I'm saying? It just come on, man. You gotta look at it like you gotta see it from the other side too. Because I'm looking at it from both perspectives. You gotta
All right,
people
what
that
perspective?
this go happen. I can see why. Because shit, it's almost October, bro. Right? Point blank period.
I just don't see that shit happening November the 19th though, Shido. I mean, if it happens, it's gonna happen like December or something like that. But
There's
November
a December
19th,
10th,
they're like pushing it.
there's a December 10th date available.
Right.
I still think the 19th though.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're right.
But you know, just like homeboy said though, it's just like shitting on your fans though, like kind of like give us something, you know what I'm saying? Kind of it's like that bullshit. Like we the consumer, so we need to know how to, you know what I'm saying? Some of us want to go to the fight, and then you got other people, you know what I'm saying, trying to, plan their schedule and shit around this shit. So it's almost like y'all don't give a fuck about what we, you know what I'm saying? We the consumer, we the fans, you know what I'm saying?
It's like they gonna drop it on motherfuckers' head, and the only
Right.
people who gonna get it is the people who got it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rich motherfuckers people who got the bread where they can just drop it. They ain't really can do that. I ain't the richest motherfucker, nor am I the poorest, but shit, I'm not just gonna, you know what I mean? Like, just on the spur of the moment that day, like, motherfucker don't live like that, unplanned, where you could just do shit like so.
Exactly.
I feel like
y'all 100% right. They only tell us a week before the fight if we get credentials to the fight. So I agree with y'all 1,000%. They'll tell us a week before, and then we got to get a plane ticket or hotel within a week. So
That's crazy.
I can't even say that y'all wrong.
Yeah. And then you looking at the holidays and all this shit right here. Then saying that's the big part about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The holidays is coming up too now.
Yeah.
I'm tickets don't go up.
Yeah, and then we're in Vegas, bro. I ain't trying to take no beach to the sand. The wifey gonna be at the crib, bro. So I'm out this, bro. Like I gotta maneuver this shit, bro. This is not like I can't get down like this. So
right.
Yo, what's your name, bro?
Q to God.
Yeah, that's Q to God.
I'll fuck you heavy, yo.
The Lost Art of Boxing, man. Go subscribe to the Lost Art of Boxing, the lab.
Yeah. Definitely.
Man, I don't know, man.
So I gotta.
This shit
I'm trying to remain optimistic though, Shido. I'm trying to be optimistic as fuck though, man. It's hard, bro. It's hard, bro.
Yeah, I'm optimistic.
It's really a soap opera, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I've been optimistic because like ever since COVID, bro, like just like how I've been looking at boxing is, bro. I'm not complaining about shit that I don't get. I'm only gonna talk about what I get, like what they willing to give us. I ain't into that just complaining about, oh, they ain't doing this, they ain't do that. Yeah. Bro, I'm gonna just take what they give us, and me doing that, bro, man, I've been totally happy with this year of boxing. Last year, at the end, it really wasn't too bad, and I'm ready for next year. I think next year gonna be crazy. Like, bro, this year been a real good year of boxing, regardless of the fights that we ain't got and been announced. It been pretty decent.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
It's gonna get better, bro. Like we got these young talent. I just think the young talent is what's just gonna take it away. I like the fact that they so active. It might be because they young and they prospects and they can be active. So I'm just enjoying the moment that we got. And hopefully the veterans could just get in there. I really want to see the 160, 168s mix it up, and 135, and we still haven't got that. And I've been wanting that last year, but I'm gonna just chill back and see what they give us, bro.
You right though, Q. It's been a hell of a year of boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? This would have been like the icing on the cake right here. You know what I'm saying? If we do get this, it'll be like the icing on the cake. But you can't complain about the year we done had at boxing, man. We had some great shit going on this year, man. So it is something. This been one of the better years.
Shit,
you know what I'm saying?
We went damn near 3 months seeing fights every weekend.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so and hopefully with Shakur moving up to 135, he shakes some shit up going up there. You know what I'm saying? So now so that's another thing to look forward to.
I mean, it might be a good or bad thing. Motherfuckers start scattering when you come up there.
Shit, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm one of them people who really want to see Devin fight Lomachenko. I really want to see.
I do.
Man.
Who you got?
I got Devin, but I think the fight closer than what a lot of Devin fans.
Ain't gonna be no sweep.
I do think that fight pretty close because Lomachenko, to me, he got like the best combinations at 135. Dude hands, he let them bitches fly.
Angles, man.
And
Angles.
but like I'm gonna be honest, Shakur, man, I put him ahead of Lomachenko, pound for pound type shit. So if he like fuck Lomachenko and fight Devin, bro, I love that shit. But I really want to see Devin and Lomachenko fight because I think that's the fight that solidified Devin. Nobody can talk down about him,
right?
Never until you know what I mean. But I think that's the fight.
Do y'all think Shakur will have more pop on his punch? Think he'll be a lot stronger at that weight?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, his style plays a role in why he doesn't get knocked out.
Salute to hold on. Let me read the super chat. Salute to Slide Tendencies for the super chat. He says, like how loyal Bud's crew is. Appreciate Keyshawn stepping out. Shout out to Big Q and my man Bushido. Can anyone explain what sticky hands in boxing is? Anybody know what sticky hands in boxing is?
Sticky hands.
Sticky hands in martial arts is Wing Chun's, but I don't know about boxing.
Right.
No, only person I can ask about that is the boxing gym.
Boxing gym.
Right.
Boxing gyms. He's in the building. Who's the boxing gyms in the building? You guys subscribe to boxing gym.
Salute.
Yeah. He in the chat too.
Yeah, boxing gyms. He might know what sticky hands is, man. He's the guy you go for that type of information.
Yeah.
Never heard of that in boxing. I heard of it in martial arts, but in boxing, I'm not quite sticky hands.
I heard it in the streets, a thief. Sticky fingers.
Right. Sticky fingers. Shit, sticky fingers, goddamn. Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. I got a question though, man. So with this Spence Crawford fight, right? So after it's done, is that good for boxing, or do you think all the big fights coming up is going to be so difficult to make?
Ooh,
that's bad. It's bad for boxing. That's bad.
Depends on the revenue that it brings and how much money they're willing to give back out to the other fighters. I mean, I think it'll bring some eyes into the sport. I think it can be good. Depends on how the fight goes, how many fights they have, if it's a 2-fight deal. All that plays a role, and who's on the undercard, how those fights go, and I think all that plays a role, man.
I'm not even gonna add on the 4 years that they've been going back and forth. I can say that it shouldn't take 6 months to make a fight with the person you're supposed to fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not good for boxing.
So with that being said, I mean, how about like Canelo Charlo or Canelo Benavidez or Charlo Benavidez or Joshua Wilder? All these fights, man. You said what now?
We've been talking about them fights for years too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the difference between them fights, I can honestly say, shit, Canelo went undisputed without fighting none of them. Bud or Earl can't go undisputed without fighting each other. Like, Canelo literally did everything he was supposed to do. You know what I mean? If, like now, if you want to fight him, like, but it still ain't to, like, what the Spence and Earl should have been. Like, this literally the fight. Like, that's bad, bro. I be having my UFC friends and my homies, they be like, bruh. Like, they was talking about this shit 2-3 years ago. Like, bro, why the fuck they ain't making these fights? Like, that shit not happening in the UFC. That's like, that shit turned them off from the sport. Like, just because that fight haven't been made. Like, and that's literally waiting for that shit.
That's the great part about UFC, because everybody up under one umbrella. You ain't got to worry about this side and that side, and UFC so great. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, the best gonna fight the best. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're looking at UFC. But what I can say about this Crawford and Spence thing, when you got, people like Bushido and all y'all content creators, Q, all y'all who make content, man, the casuals are catching on. They kind of catching on, man. I hear more people that you know what I'm saying, not big on boxing, they starting to talk about this shit a little bit more. And I'm like, damn, you know, like, okay, this shit might be a, you know what I'm saying? When it do happen, it might be something because now I'm noticing the casuals a little bit more kind of catching on because they're hearing, you know what I'm saying, the fight fans talking about a lot more. The content creators out here, and, you know, the
I'll
YouTube
be right
content
back.
creators and
Go ahead,
shit.
cook.
Yeah, these casuals gonna find out. The new casuals gonna find out if they fans of Tank and Devin, because
Yeah.
that's gonna be the fight for them. Like the newer casuals, like this Lud Tank, you know what I mean, where they like Devin and they want that fight. That's gonna be the same thing with them. 4 or
Yeah.
5 years down, and if both of them still undefeated and champions, people gonna be like, the cats gonna be like, why the fuck they ain't fight, man? And they gonna remember, man, it's just like them one motherfuckers. What's their name? Spence and Crawford. They ain't
Yeah.
do that same shit. Like, it's just gonna be the same revolving door. But they gotta change it. They gotta change that shit.
And that's why I'm
That's
hoping
what's
people
gonna
like
make the sport
Boots.
look better.
That's why I'm hoping like people like Boots and shit come along and you want that, you know, we put these fights together who want to fight people who actually want to, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, it still has shit to do with like these promote, you know, these promoters and shit, you know, who you sign with and can we make the fight happen and all that old type of shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
He
So
already signed the Showtime, so they're gonna do the same shit, bro.
yeah, seeing yeah.
And yeah, by the way, I have no idea what sticky hands are. I never even heard of
Well, you need to make something up.
Hey,
that.
we figure you the person to ask though, James. We
Hey,
don't know
I
what the
don't
fuck
know.
that
Hey,
means.
yeah, fam gonna have to. Never heard of that term in boxing.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I could guess, but
That wouldn't be a
Hey,
good guess.
Q say in the streets that shit mean, you know, we know what it mean in the streets.
right,
Sticky fingers.
right, right. What's good with you, Brigido? Panel, what up?
Yo.
What up? What up?
Shit, chilling. What was the topic?
Man, what everybody talking about, man. Keyshawn
Shit,
going off on Spence and talking about he step on Frank Martin, called Spence scary. Bro, it's shit. Like Keyshawn on some Keyshawn, man.
Bro, that fight ain't happening, man.
Yeah.
Keyshawn and Frank Martin ain't happening no time soon.
Nah. If it ever happened.
Right, if ever. You know what I'm saying? I expect both of them to be at either the top of the division or a different division if it does happen.
Do y'all ever see Frank Martin moving up? Cause me, I'm like, shit, he already grown. Shit, I don't know if he is. He possibly see him at 140, but I think he probably like 135 for a good second.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his you know what I'm saying, how hard his weight drain is. So I think Keyshawn definitely moving up though.
But he said something about moving down.
Keyshawn?
He said something. I was gonna move down, but all this shit here at 135, I'm like, what the hell, move down?
Yeah, I had no idea why he would move down.
Yeah.
Hey man, I got another quick question, right? So like back in the day, you know, you could catch all the fights, man, on CBS, NBC, Wild World of Sports, on Channel 7, like, because we're not seeing all these fights every week. Don't you think that's kind of hampering as far as the casuals knowing who these fighters are?
Yeah, of course.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Now, I mean, that's part of the reason why Bob wanted to sign with ESPN in the first place.
Yeah, he really made the best move.
Regular TV. That's why he's against pay-per-view.
Yeah. Pay-per-view kind of hurt the sport.
Right. There's less eyes on your fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think pay-per-view hurt the sport. I think putting fights that's not worthy of pay-per-view
Exactly.
hurt the sport.
Yeah.
Because it is fights that people will pay for. Like I talk to casuals all the time, and that's what they do. Like he don't watch. I talk to a guy that I cut. He said only thing he do is watch the big fights, like the pay-per-views. And he named me all the fucking pay-per-views that he done bought in the last year or two, and it's just only the big fights. It's only the Earl Spences, the Bud, the Tank, the Wilder, the Canelo cards, like, but nobody else. He ain't really too keen on nobody outside of that. You know what I mean? So it is people that still do that. You know, that had them people over there and going to Twin Peaks and they checking that shit out.
Yeah, my stepfather used to be one of them people a while back, but the problem is, bro, it's so easy to steal the shit now. I mean, shit, people paying $30 for this box that get you all that shit. 30 bucks a month.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. See, all that shit used to be on regular television. You feel me?
Mhm.
So now it's like shit. Like I remember watching Buddy McGirt and Pernell Whitaker. I remember watching Iran Barkley fight Tommy Hearns. You feel me? On national television, regular television. But now you're not gonna get those fights without paying.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the original motto of PBC. Shit.
Free fights for everybody.
Yeah, because now they know. Because now they got the 2020 vision. They got the Ali Act, and they looking back like, damn, that fight made this type of money. So they looking at certain fights, and they know the recipe that make a big fight. But see, that's after the fact. You got to know what people willing to pay for it in the moment. You know what I mean? And that's where Floyd capitalized. He always caught somebody off that good momentum where when he fought him, it was like, man, shit, everybody want to see it because it's just that time. It's time, and a lot of that shit timing based. What both fighters doing at the time, the momentum they got, who they just knocked out, all of that shit.
And that's why I equate that shit to like WrestleMania and some shit like that. But you build that shit up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You build that shit. You put that shit on regular TV so the casual can know who they is. And then when the big fights do come, you stick that shit on pay-per-view.
Yeah, facts. Like I was saying, like 2 years ago, like especially like when I was looking at when people was really talking about these numbers that these fighters doing on regular TV. I'm like, man, I wouldn't even put a fighter on pay-per-view until they do like 5 fights with 3 million views, 2 million, people watching them. Yeah, I mean, but you got to do like 5 in a row. I'll be like, yeah, he can go on pay-per-view.
I got a question. What fights could y'all see going on the undercard of the Crawford and Spence fight? Because that's going to be. I mean, I feel like for a fight of that magnitude, you're going to put some guys on there that's either up and coming that y'all want to get a good promotion behind them, or big fight.
Usual suspects, bro.
Real quick, do you still see it happening?
Oh, you breaking up, bro.
I'm saying, do you still see that fight happening?
Man,
I see it happening. I just don't know when.
I don't know.
Trying to be optimistic. Trying to be optimistic.
I don't know if it's happening in November, bro. That's pushing it now. It seems like that would be kind of pushing it.
Yeah, November 19th. I think that's dead.
Yeah, man, it's got to be, bro.
I hope not.
So no promo tour, no nothing. No, I mean it should be. Motherfuckers supposed to be locked in camp right now.
Right. Promoting, starting
true that.
Promotion. First stage of the
torch already been done by now. The torch should be over with.
I mean, I asked that because that's important to who's on the undercard, like who's going to be available.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hearing Chris Colbert and Frank Martin might be on the undercard.
I mean, that's a realistic one. That makes sense.
Eastside probably
makes sense.
Eastside Cruz.
Y'all like that fight?
Who, Frank Martin Colbert?
Yeah.
I think I like it. I like it.
I think Colbert should be going after Hector Garcia, but yeah, I like that fight.
Facts.
Frank's gonna beat him though. I think Frank's gonna beat him.
I think it's a good fight for Frank though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good fight for Frank. It's a bad fight for Chris.
Yeah. I would think too. I mean, he's moving up.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he is moving up, baby. Yeah, he's moving up to fight a bigger guy. He lost against a smaller guy that he couldn't really handle that guy's power. I mean, just I don't know. It seemed like desperation to me.
Yeah,
that's
like he
what it
got
sound like to
something
me
to
too.
prove.
I
Like
hope the best for the man, but I don't think he can win that one.
if he got anything to prove, he needs to prove to me he can beat that guy that got that motherfucking championship belt he was fighting for.
Facts.
He need to
If he
realize
can get
that.
the fight though, that's the thing though. Is it possible for him to get that fight?
Man, why dude wouldn't want to whip his ass again?
Yeah, that's the easy way. Right. If he
Rivera
confident,
versus
man.
Cruz is a good fight. Michelle Rivera versus Isaac Cruz could possibly be on some type of undercard soon. Because Michelle Rivera supposed to be next in line for Tank's regular belt.
Oh, I like that.
If
I mean, we got to think about this too, though, y'all, because a lot of these guys that fought like a few months ago, they actually have time to be able to fight again by November, and maybe that's what they're waiting on to get the undercard together. Maybe the training camp and all that's been going on.
Man, I heard undercard. I heard goddamn venues. I heard all kind of shit.
The networks I hear.
Yeah, networks. Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot of shit we still hearing, bro. One thing we ain't heard is that this thing is official.
Yeah,
exactly.
Let's just hope every one of those issues are not true. Just one of them. You know, we don't want all them hurdles before the fight, before November 19th, especially. That's right around the corner.
Man, November. I don't see it really happening. I'll be surprised if it does. Honestly.
Well, visually, I'm visualizing it happening, so I can't see it in that way. But reality, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I heard Ugas want to fight Boots too.
What?
I heard that too.
Yeah. I heard. Yeah, I heard that.
Undercard too. That could be an undercard.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be probably a possible co-main event, in my opinion. Because Boots, that'll get Boots up there too. And that makes sense too, because he could be the guy to fight him next if they don't go up right up to 154.
Yeah.
So that could be a damn good way to promote.
But you know what Boots gonna do? Boots gonna go ahead and try to go on ahead put him to sleep though, cause he want to do better than Spence. He want to do, you know what I'm saying? He want his shit to look good. You know how that shit go. So Boots gonna go ahead and try to put him to sleep quick.
Oh, definitely. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can't say who guys might give him some challenges. I'm not gonna say he won't, because he's definitely a good boxer. It won't be a lot of challenges, but he'll give him some challenges. I don't think he'll knock him out early though. He got a little chin on him. He's tough. Who got tough, man?
Only type of fighter gonna give Boots a problem is inside fighter. You gotta be a good inside fighter to do Boots, and that's why Gary Antoine was able to give him problems in the amateurs, because he an inside fighter. He fight in that pocket.
Right.
Boots.
Yeah.
That's probably where he liked the most. Is in the inside, but shit, you know what I mean? It's Boots. Shit.
Yeah, I don't see that ending well for Ugas, man. I think
I'll say he'll stop, but not early. It won't be no early stoppage.
I think Ugas is too flat-footed. The Spence,
Oh yeah, he gonna get beat up. I think he get beat up.
In the Spence fight, I didn't see Ugas. I don't know, man. I felt like he was the second guessing his career type shit. Like he didn't fight back enough. Like he hit Spence that one good time and that was it. He stopped throwing punches. He can't sit there and force do nothing like that against a guy like Ennis.
I don't like the fact that it was no
his career. Like if he would have whooped Spence ass and get over with. What you mean, Bushido?
What?
When you was like he was thinking about his career, like
he said, "What, are you making a business decision or something?"
Yeah, like he can't whoop on Spence like that.
Like he just let Spence have his way.
She don't say anything about his career.
He let Spence have his way with him, bro. Like he sat there in the high guard.
Well, he stood in the phone booth with him though. He stood right there in the phone booth with him, just trying to change. Spence went to work on his ass.
You gave Spence to get Spence what he wanted.
I get it. Why would he? He's saying, why would he do that shit? Bro, I had that shit in my film study. Like, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's Spence's fight. You know what I'm saying? You stand right there in front of him. That's Spence's game. That's what he wants.
Right.
Give it to him. So that's what I'm like. You go up in there against Boots. I mean, Boots will destroy you.
Facts.
You can't just stand there in no high guard.
Your orbital gap, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Ugas is as hungry as he once was. He just there. He got a show.
He comfortable. He making some good money right now. So.
Hell yeah.
You know what? If it was after the Pacquiao fight, I'd say, man, he'll probably give Boots some go.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Give him some shit that he probably hasn't seen yet in his pro career. But man, after standing there, I don't know, man.
Got his ass broke
That
up.
nigga just a gatekeeper at this point, man.
Because he looked good against Manny, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
against Spence, he didn't really just had that same intensity. You know what I'm saying? He just
Yeah.
wasn't intense. Maybe Spence took it away from him. But
Shit, 2 rounds?
yeah.
That nigga was a statue at the round 2.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
I think I said that was their game plan, fam. The game plan was to push Spence back, and once he couldn't push him back, he just stood there.
Man.
Right.
Oh, man. They had no lateral movement, no nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
No nothing.
Against a guy like Spence, that's all you really need to beat him for the most part. If you can move around him, because he's so stationary to me, man. I feel like that's going to be his downfall against somebody like Crawford or Boots.
I ain't gonna say that's all you really need.
No, not really, but I'm just saying. But for the most part, man, from how I look at it, I feel like if you can move around Spence and keep him like turning and going, that's gonna frustrate him. And if you can box, and especially with Crawford with the reach, I feel like all that play a big role in being able to at least keep Spence at bay from going to your body and things of that sort. But what Ugas did ain't the way to do it.
I think Boots definitely gonna have a problem on the inside because I seen him, you know what I'm saying? We seen him touched up against much lesser fighters on the inside. And he's also not as good on his back foot as he is on his front foot. You back him up, you can force him into mistakes like little footwork errors and shit. But so I don't know, man. I'm not I don't be giving Boots championship trophies before he earns them. That's just me though.
Yeah.
Wait. So what flaws do you see in Boots, Boxing Jam?
Man, I made a whole video about this shit, bro.
You did?
All right, so look, if I can remember correctly, he had an issue with blocking the backhand with the single high guard, which is dangerous and shit. He's been clocked for it before. If y'all can imagine what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. So it's like a single reactionary high guard to block a backhand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the best fighters, especially the best defensive fighters, don't take impacts like that from the backhand, or they don't do that because it's just so dangerous to do. You can miss. You know what I'm saying? You miss on a backhand, you fuck. You know what I mean? So that was one. Something about his jab. I think something about his jab where he was landing a jab before the front foot landed. If you know what I mean.
So he's kind of like lunging in, kind of like reaching. So it's kind of like reaching in.
It wasn't really reaching. Just the timing was off to where the jab was so quick it was landing before the front foot landed. And if you do that, you're gonna be stuck on the front foot with your jab recoiling. Then he's not bringing his jab back up to his chin. So you're gonna have an opening. Lipinets was catching him like that.
I think Boots, the way he dressed, all that. I think he's just a flashy dude, bro. I think he knows what he's doing, but he's gonna have to fight.
My bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Are you good?
Now he definitely relies on his athleticism a lot.
Yeah,
a lot. Oh, also that leaping left hook he does, it doesn't cause a lot of damage, but the way he jumps into it, fam, like sometimes he'll jump into a back. Yeah, he'll be jumping into a backhand. You know what I'm saying? Throwing a leaping left hook. Damn. So I mean, ain't nobody caught him with it yet, but that shit is dangerous as shit.
But somebody like Bud to catch him though, huh?
I mean, any
sharp counter puncher.
Yeah, counter puncher with an overhand.
Yeah. Hey, I got another question, man, but I really don't want to be crucified when I ask this question. But
oh shit.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, we all consider Terence Crawford pound for pound, right? Yeah. Right. So what fight made him pound for pound? You feel me? Or what defines him as pound for pound to you guys? You feel me? Like, was it when he came out of 140, he was already pound for pound, or what happened?
Crawford been pound for pound for a long time, bro. He been on that pound for pound list longer than any of those guys that's been on there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but I'm asking you, like, why? What made him pound for pound to you?
I go off the
Nah,
eye.
so I mean for me it was the lineal belt at 135 and then undisputed and lineal at 140. That's what started it.
Okay, so I guess what I'm really asking is, like, back in the day, like, we used to judge the boxers off of beating certain quality of fighters. And then, you would give Pernell or Julio Cesar Chavez or shit, even Mayweather. You know what I mean? Like, Mayweather had to beat Oscar De La Hoya to become pound for pound. You feel me? So it's like, I'm just trying
he
to
didn't
ask the
though.
honest question.
But he was pound for pound before that.
Floyd was only second to Roy Jones back in the day, bro.
Yeah, he was pound for pound right after Roy lost.
Yeah. Yep. So
And
I mean,
so that's when he picked up the mantle.
Yeah, it wasn't beating Oscar.
But we gotta look at it like this though. Certain guys isn't able to always get the names that they that's needed every time. You know what I'm saying? So for me, with Crawford, it's a consistency, bro. His dominance, his consistency. He's been stopping everybody in front of him. Lineal champion did that. Just everything what he does. Only thing he's missing is this big ass fight with Spence, bro.
Yeah, I don't even really have a pound for pound list, but those would be the reasons, man. Like I said, lineal at 135, lineal at 140 plus undisputed. And plus what Bushido said, matter of fact, I think he's the only dude that's been in the top 10 for like 7 years. Like I think he's the only name that's been there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Consistently.
Right. So I base my question off of, like, say, I recall Timothy Bradley saying that Lomachenko was actually pound for pound over Crawford. You feel me? And I was like, what the fuck did Lomachenko do that was so special to make him pound for pound? Or Chocolatito? You feel me? So that's why I'm asking the question about Crawford. Like,
Lomachenko, a lot of people base his amateur career off in the pros. Like, they were using that to make him pound for pound in the pro. If you listen to like a lot of the conversations.
But Loma fought like in his second fight, world champion. Loma fought a lot of world champions in a really short period of time. So he kind of just got right out the gate, out of the amateurs, right into like top fighters type shit. Gary Russell Jr. within like 5 fights. So Lomachenko, Nicholas Walters,
but he took that L that second fight though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, against Toledo. Right.
Yeah, he wasn't never pound for pound for me.
Because
before Crawford, it was Ward.
Yeah.
Before Ward, it was Floyd.
Yeah. Yep. Because Ward was the man before Crawford. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Crawford did become number one really around till Ward got out of the game.
Crawford, the only one to be on the pound for pound list when Floyd and Ward was on it. Like, he was on it too. That's how long he been on it.
Right.
Yeah, ain't none of them did that. Ain't none of them been on there that long. And even Usyk, and that was like the undisputed run, because you gotta remember he already had beat Gamboa, and that was the fight back then. Gamboa was undefeated. Gamboa had never lost at that time, and he beat the shit out of Gamboa. Then he moved up and went on that whole 140 run and became undisputed. And you know what I mean? That really like just solidified it, because nobody had been undisputed since goddamn Jermaine Taylor.
Yeah, Jermaine.
Yes.
So for sure,
right.
So for sure, whoever wins this fight between Spence and Crawford, that should be P for P, like, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever wins this fight right here, we agree.
So that it depends on your criteria.
I mean, if Spence beats the pound for pound guy and it's for undisputed, would he not be pound for pound?
But that wasn't our criteria.
I'll give it to him.
I mean, so
I don't
why
really
is hold on. Why is Bivol not pound for pound?
Why is who?
Dimitri Bivol.
I mean, I wouldn't consider him pound for pound, and because Canelo seems to be avoiding some of the top fighters, I wouldn't have considered him pound for pound. You feel me? Anymore.
Yeah, but damn, bro, he blew through a lot of divisions.
They do consider
undisputed.
Well, they consider the
I don't know, man. That's why it depends on your criteria, though, fam.
Yeah, it's kind of almost like personal preference, damn near.
Yeah, it's really a bullshit list.
Yeah. So in other words, it's about your favorite fighter then.
Oh, it's about your. I don't know. It's
I wouldn't say favorite
it's
fighter.
just subjective.
You can throw anybody on
Man,
there.
momentum.
Well, because you got a lot of people that got Usyk up there. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, you got momentum, consistency, and how you whooping people ass. I think those the biggest factors of them all. The consistency,
Right.
the momentum that you carry, because that's obviously why somebody would put you high, and then just the performances you putting on. Like the eye test is what is the ultimate test, I would say. You know what I mean?
See what I used to put at the top when I actually had a list was the multiple weight class thing, because that's literally the definition of pound for pound.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was what I weighed the highest. But again, man, I don't like I said, I don't got no list no more, bro.
But you know what? But I could respect that. I could respect, you know what I'm saying, if that's how you define the pound for pound, you know what I mean, champ. You feel? I'm just asking because I'm like, damn, I keep seeing these cats being pound for pound, but it's like they just come out of nowhere and shit. They replace, man. Bud is now pound for pound over Lomachenko. Lomachenko is now pound for pound over Chocolatito. You feel me? So it's like, god damn. Now once Earl beats the hell out of Crawford, like who's gonna be pound for pound? You feel me?
Once that ain't happening.
What a lot of people don't know is back when Bud beat Gamboa, ESPN had Gamboa like number 10 on the pound for pound list.
Wow.
I remember Gamboa was around it.
Yep.
He was around one of the top guys and shit back then.
Yeah, he was a HBO darling too. Like they love that motherfucker on HBO. They tried to get Mikey Garcia to fight him. That's how he fell out.
Yep. Mikey Garcia he didn't want to deal with him for whatever reason.
Yep, that's how he fell out with Top Rank.
Yep. Damn. But shit, man, I don't know. Keyshawn was talking that shit, man. You know, Sean T, he was talking that shit about your boy, man. What you guys say about that, man?
You know what? I like Keyshawn Davis, so I really don't have too much to say. And plus, he's supposed to like talk his shit, man. You know, he's with Bud. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't trip over that loyalty thing. It's just that, man, when they fight, we got to see like, man, who wants it more? Straight up.
Yeah.
Because everybody got an opinion. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about when who fights?
I'm talking about when Spence and Crawford fight. Because really, that's what he was talking about. He wasn't really alluding to Frank Martin as much as he was talking about, you know, Earl being scary.
Yeah.
But those are really like words. Like, again, you know, Bernie the boxer, Bo Mack, Keyshawn, and Maurice Hooker, all of them, they going to have the same view because Bud is their guy. And they supposed to run out what they got.
I mean, of course.
Really pushing that shit kind of hard, though.
You said what happened?
I said Keyshawn was really pushing that scary shit kind of hard. Like, nigga, what's up?
Yeah, but here's the
ain't nobody talking that. Hey, well, never mind. I have seen Jamel Charlo like, man, you need to do this, man. I fuck with Mel, bro. That's how I like my fighters, bro. With that type of attitude.
Hey, you know what's so funny, Sean T? You know, me and you don't have some talks about stuff, cause you know, with Bud and Spence, man. But you be kind of fair on a lot of your shit, man. I ain't even gonna trip on you. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like that you kind of fair on a lot of your shit when you be talking.
Appreciate it, man.
I like that about you. You know, me and you don't have some little Bud and Spence talks and stuff in the past, but you know, you found your shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, I like that about you, bro. I like that about you.
Listen, I appreciate that, my brother. But like I said before, like, man, it'd be boring as hell if all of us was going for Crawford, or all of us was going for Spence. You know, that's what sport is. You know, you gotta have, you know, your people you're gonna root for.
I view it a little different, fam. I think I'm not rooting for neither one, but I do have my pick. You know what I mean? Like I gamble on this shit. So and it's a little different.
Yeah.
Nah, but definitely Spence is my favorite guy. But by me being over here on this panel, is letting you know, like, I'm not against Crawford or his fans. You feel me? I just like to converse about shit, my favorite sport.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
bro, hold on. It definitely be people against Crawford on this panel.
They're gonna put that cheese up, boy.
Motherfuckers talking about,
Anyone against
man.
Crawford gonna put that cheese up, boy.
I don't wanna
Anybody against
speak-
Crawford gonna put that cheese up, boy. Anybody against Crawford gonna put that cheese up, boy.
Oh shit!
Gonna put that cheese up,
I
boy.
don't want to speak up no names.
Gonna put that cheese up, boy.
motherfucker.
You don't believe in
That-
Crawford,
that-
boy. You gonna believe
that-
in T. Hammer Crawford, boy. T. Nebraska Crawford, boy. That boy coming to Dallas to come
Hey.
scoop something up.
Hey, my money on Spence, man, for whoever. But I'll say this though. I'll say this, and this what's real. Like, as much as I used to try to like not root for Bud, he a likable dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a likable dude, and he never shows any fear. I don't give a fuck where he at. That's why I respect him.
So, Mr.
Yeah.
Sean T, that
What's
Errol
that?
Spence, that Errol Spence that came in against Ugas, you got him beating Terrence Bud Crawford. That sloppy form, the sloppy stance.
Oh shit!
We can see those. We can see those.
Hey, you gonna let me answer? You gonna keep going? You gonna keep going?
The sloppy footwork. He was getting touched from each and every angle. He was getting touched with jabs, slow ass jabs from Ugas. Come on, man.
Okay. Can I give you a quick rebuttal? Like I said, man, I've been watching this thing a long time, right? So let me press rewind just so I can tell you like what my outlook is.
And salute to all the real G's. And salute to Bashido.
So I saw a dude get his ass stopped one time by a dude named Tony Tucker, right? He was winning the fight, and his ass got stopped, right? But this same dude came on to knock out Mike Tyson. So I really can't, you know what I'm saying, value like what somebody did in the last fight. Because that's just like with what you're saying, you did like when Crawford fought Sean Porter, he threw 6 motherfucking punches in the first round. You feel me? You can't do that with Spence. You can't come out that slow. So, but we won't know what's gonna happen until they fight.
You probably could, bro.
Hell of a breakdown, bro.
But hold on, but he probably could do that with Spence.
No, he
He can
can't.
come out and throw 6 punches with Spence.
But
the first round?
nobody gave Crawford the first round.
Exactly.
I'm not saying giving them. I'm just saying like all that collecting data and all that type shit. You can't come out there with that, man.
Yes, you, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, you
man.
can. Yeah, you
I'm
can,
telling
boy.
you, you can.
Isn't that right, YB? Isn't that
You
right,
just gotta
YB?
move,
bro. Stop the cap, Cassie.
You gotta move. That's all.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Bushido.
Okay, but here's the deal. So if we gonna go off of he has to move, then but that's not the new Crawford. Crawford is hunting people down. He's not doing all this moving shit.
Bro, you just
You know what I'm
said he
saying?
did against Porter.
He did
I
move.
said he only threw 6 punches against Porter. I didn't say that he was doing all that moving.
He was doing all that moving, though. We saw the fight. Y'all remember? He was moving around. He wasn't engaging that whole round, fam. That's why he only threw 6 punches.
But what he was doing more so was he was clinching a lot also. He was wrapping Porter up. You're not gonna do that with Spence.
Why not?
You're not gonna do that.
Why not?
I mean, we saw Kell Brook try to do it with him. We saw other people try to wrap him up. They paid the cost.
Don't clinch. Kell Brook. I don't remember.
Kell Brook, who beat Sean Porter, didn't clinch.
Yeah, Kell Brook did clinch quite a bit in Sean Porter fight. 81 times he engaged that clinch. So yeah, he do clinch. But
no, I'm talking about Kell Brook versus Errol Spence. I don't remember seeing a lot.
Oh no, yeah, in the early rounds, he was trying to clinch. Yeah, and he was going over the jab with his jab. I watched the fight, and he was successful.
Yeah, he was trying to clinch. Yes, he was trying to clinch against Errol Spence. Yes, correct.
Yeah, I really think
and you said, but what you said in the early rounds, he was trying to clinch. You know, Errol lost all them early rounds, right?
I just said that. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
So what's wrong with clinching?
Well, here's the deal. I'm gonna say it like this: like I didn't really respect Mayweather's skills until I watched how he was breaking people down, like he did with Ricky Hatton when Ricky Hatton was clinching him. He was working his body. He was breaking his ass down every round, all the way up until the 10th round when he knocked his ass out. So with all that clinching and you taking punishment, it can work against you.
So you staying on the clinch when Crawford clinch and Spence be hitting him on the side and his thighs and all types of shit, right?
That's exactly what's gonna happen. You think that Derek James is gonna have him ready for all that?
Man, Bud is strong, bro. I think it's clinch. You ain't gonna
I don't think. I mean, when he was clinching Sean Porter, was Sean Porter busting his sides up?
No,
I
no,
mean, it depends
no. But
on how you clinch.
what I'm saying is, what worked against Sean Porter is not going to work with Errol Spence. You got two different fighters.
I got a question though. Do you think?
I understand, but I thought we was.
I don't know.
I mean, continue. I'm right here. What's happening?
Nah, I'm just saying. Nah, I thought we established that Errol lost those rounds with Kell Brook clinching.
But what? Listen, here's the deal. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Do you think that Crawford ever lost any rounds?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. So at the same time, what he's doing is he's still breaking people down, even though he's losing some of those rounds. It's still working in his favor.
Okay.
Yeah, like Errol Spence lost rounds against Brook when he was clinching, but those body shots paid dividends.
Absolutely. And it slowed his ass down, didn't it?
Yes, it did. The body shots broke Kell Brook down. He didn't like that body work from round 1 through 6. And people were like, oh, Errol Spence was losing. Errol Spence was losing after 6, but the damage was already done. You started to see how Kell Brook was favoring and leaning towards that body. Ugas too. Them body shots was busting Ugas' ass up.
Exactly.
But YB, and Sean T. When we take away that body work, the excellent body work from Errol Spence, what other dimensions does he have to his game? What else? He got the strong jab. Everything comes behind that jab. We understand that. But once that body work gets taken away, and he realizes that he's in deep waters, he can't do what he does to everybody else, like he does to Danny Garcia, all the rest of them guys. What's gonna happen then? That's when the real skills is gonna come out. That's when the real skills is gonna come out.
Let me ask y'all
the issue is this. The issue is that we've never seen anybody take away that body attack from Spence. And also, you have to look at the fact that this dude was a national champ, was an Olympian. So he's fought all different types of styles. You know what I'm saying? Just because he fought these cats and broke their ass down where they couldn't move around doesn't mean that he's not going to do that to your favorite fighter.
That's funny.
That's funny.
It's funny. What type of fighter did he lose to when he lost in the Olympics?
He lost to a good boxer. He lost to a good boxer. But then shit, you got hold on. But he did. Hold on. But did he not make it to the Olympics?
Could you name some other attributes about that good boxer?
Bro, patience, the 1-2. The step back, bro. He makes fighters reset. He freezes dudes.
No, I'm talking about buddy that he lost to.
Yeah, the dude from Kazakhstan. I think he was from Kazakhstan.
Come on, y'all. The Southpaw with the footwork.
Listen. Yeah, he was. Yeah, but again, what are we talking about? We're not talking about Terrence Crawford at 140 who moved around and who was a boxer puncher. Right now, we're talking about
fight like that dude from Kazakhstan because like when we talking about who he lost to in the amateurs, did Bud Crawford lose to Ugas in the amateurs? Get beat the fuck up by him?
Nah,
he lost twice to Ugas.
You said
2017.
Why are you saying he got beat the fuck up?
Bro, because it was 2017, bro. When you get outpointed by 17 points in 3 rounds, that means you lost heavily.
Yeah, you got smoked still. Yeah,
you got smoked, bro.
Yeah, they got smoked. Shit, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that.
So let me ask you a question, right? So we
why
have.
are we talking about the amateurs? That's my whole point. What are we talking about? The amateurs and who they lost to? That don't make sense to what's happening today.
Nah, fam brought up the amateurs.
Because to be honest, bro, if you gonna keep it fair and unbiased, bro, Bud lost to Danny Garcia, the same guy Spence beating the pros, and he lost to Ugas.
They ain't got nothing to do with the pros, though, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It don't got nothing to do with the pros. So why bring up a Kazakhstani, bro, in the Olympics?
Correct.
The guy that thinks Spence gonna win brought up the amateurs.
No, we just talking about the styles. Who did he lose to in the
amateurs? So who did Bud Crawford lose to in the amateurs?
Hey, how about that, bro? You think Danny Garcia beat Bud right now?
Is Danny Garcia southpaw? Is
does that Kazakhstani dude beat Spence right now? That's the point, bro. No. He's not even in the top right now, bro. So he's not even a factor.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. But is Ugas a southpaw? Is Danny Garcia a southpaw? You said Bud lost to them in the amateurs.
But yeah, Bud lost to orthodox dude.
Right. Is Errol Spence orthodox?
Is Bud Crawford a southpaw, or does he come out orthodox too?
You know he does both.
Come out both.
Okay. Just making sure.
So do you think that's the Bud Crawford
come with some cooking materials,
bro?
Hey, listen.
To touch me?
The Bud Crawford, the Bud Crawford that was fighting at 140, Is he the same one at 147?
No. Clearly not.
Nah, I
No,
don't
clearly
think
not.
it's a lot.
I think
He
it's a
doesn't
lot
have the same
stronger.
mobility. He doesn't have the same mobility. He doesn't have the same foot speed. Doesn't have the same hand speed. He's
True.
better power though. You got better.
That's
Say what's
that's
crazy
what
though, he's
that's
still
He's a better. He's
fast
a
my
more
for
point.
smarter
those
fighter.
guys. That's
He's
the
a better
thing.
IQ
And
fighter.
that's
He's got
what
more
my
IQ.
point was.
Spence
Yeah,
lost.
that's what my point was.
Yeah, he did. Yep. Your Spence lost to Omar Figueroa.
Damn.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Omar Figueroa, who just got his ass smashed, right?
Yeah. Does that mean Omar Figueroa beats him in the pros?
Hell no.
Nah, of course
No,
not. Of
you know
course
that.
not.
No.
Figueroa,
Exactly, bro. So the amateur shit don't mean a fucking thing. I don't even know why we going back and harping on this.
They were talking about the styles though. That's all they were talking about. The style.
Yeah,
of
the
fighting.
styles.
yeah, it's just a style.
I
Well,
know it
that-
hurts YB. I know it
That
hurts
guy
YB.
can't come in there. He won't be able to compete with Spence now with that style because he's not on that level.
Absolutely.
And I wanted
Yeah.
to ask you. I wanted to also ask another question. Do you have Boots Ennis beating Spence right now?
You talking
Boots
to me?
Ennis. I'm asking every single person, sir.
Nah.
Man, I'll say it like this.
Do you
That's-
think Boots
in
is
my
ready
opinion,
to beat Spence right now?
hold on.
Nah.
In my opinion, I would say that that's a 50-50 fight. And I'm a Spence fan. Keep it on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Based on, I mean, he has the athletic ability. I don't think he has the IQ yet.
Boots 50-50 with both of them, bro. Boots 50-50 with Bud and Spence right now. That's just a fact.
Yeah. And
It's
I
a
would say
fact.
that because
That's
of
just a
his
fact.
skills, his size, and the way he moves around. You understand? He seems like a complete fighter. Like he fight on the inside and dog it out with Spence or with Crawford. We don't know yet.
Look at that movement.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's slipping is hitting? You get.
Yeah, that shit. Boots is crazy in person, bro. If you see him in the gym, you would think you would understand he got a chance with anybody. That motherfucker just
He's an athletic beast, almost like a Roy Jones. Like he could just do whatever in there. It seems like he could just do whatever.
He's a glitch. He's a glitch, man. He's he's them edited players that you make on the Fight Night.
Yeah, he's a creative character, man. Who does this type of shit right here? This little side step right here, like that. Look at that, bro. That's come on, man.
Yeah, almost headbutted that though.
That shit great.
Boots 50-50 with both the young and Boots.
Oh yeah,
Same way you headbutted Van Herden and Conor Ben had to come and clean up Van Herden, boy.
yeah. Frank Martin beat
Virgil Ortiz. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He dropped him. In fact, he dropped Virgil Ortiz. In fact, he dropped him.
He did.
Hey, I think Kavaliauskas could have beat him, bro. I actually rewatched that fight, bro, and Kavaliauskas literally got a little too aggressive after he seen that he could hurt him. I think if he would have just got back into boxing him again, he probably could have beat Virgil, bro. In my opinion, bro.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Crawford. Oh, you talking about Virgil? Okay.
Kavaliauskas versus Crawford. I mean, versus Ortiz.
See, that would be a very good fight for Boots. That'll be a very good fight.
And Kavaliauskas was landing a lot of clean punches on your man's Crawford. I ain't talking about Ortiz. I'm talking about Crawford. So,
I agree.
No, he was.
But look at this though. I asked YB this. He hit what he dropped Terence Crawford with. Errol Spence doesn't throw that punch. He doesn't throw that punch enough, or to a certain extent. So
what did he drop him with? What did he drop him with?
He dropped him with that right.
Oh, okay. Straight shot? A straight right?
I think it was straight. Yeah.
Okay.
Errol Spence I don't see Errol Spence dropping anyone with that. I don't see him throwing that.
Because he's a southpaw, bro.
Yeah, so what does that mean? So what does that mean? You can't throw the straight right, just you're a southpaw?
He might it'll be the straight left, bro. It'll be the straight left if you drop him.
No, but he can still, that's what I'm saying to you. He doesn't have that dimensions in his game. He doesn't have that. Why is he limiting himself? He can't use the straight right.
The straight right would be a jab, Cassidy. Come on, man. Bro, he's a southpaw.
No, I know that, but that's what I'm saying to you. Terence Bob Crawford can do both.
Yeah, that's cool.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying to you. He doesn't have that in his arsenal. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
So you mean to tell me he can't land a jab and a straight left?
No, that's what I'm saying to you, Terence. Yeah, but what position is Terence Bob Crawford going to be in?
Oh, man, bro.
Yeah, man. Guys, we've been on for almost 2 hours, man. Good panel tonight. Salute to everybody, man. Go subscribe to Boxing Gym. Go subscribe to Young Billionaire.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Hey, shout out to you, bro, and my boy YSM, man. Y'all. Yeah, I met you on YSM. Met you with YSM, Bushido. But I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, you too, bro. And yeah,
Yes,
go
sir.
subscribe to my boy YSM. Go subscribe to Boxing Gym. Salute to the OG Sean T, D Luggett in the building, and Butch.
man.
Like, subscribe, hot your boy. Peace out.
Peace out.
All right, bless
Peace, man.
all my people. Yes,
Bless,
sir.
bless, bless.